have a beautiful large crop of apples. The tree is just full of fruit, as you can see. Just fruit all over that tree. Here we have cucumbers coming up. And here we have chard. And here, look here, sage. Here's an avocado that we grew from a seed. A recently planted orange tree with this year's crop of oranges. An artichoke coming up. Here's a patch of sweet potatoes. This grapevine here has large bunches of red flame grapes. More Thompson seedless. Here we have some very large and productive squash plants. Here you can see our tomatoes are doing quite well. Tomato. Lots of fruit on there. Right here we have quite a bit of garlic. There's pretty substantial squash plants. Here this grapevine has been growing here. This thing goes all the way up to the balcony on the second floor. Here's our apple trees, just full of apples. Just wonderful crop of apples here. Just you see here is a Thompson seedless, and then our crop of bananas. This vine here is Concord grapes, and as you can see, they're right there. They're starting to ripen. See them turn. Planted some Mexican corn in these fish fillet containers, and as you can see, the corn is about 10 feet high, starting to get some very large ears on it. There's a few pretty large ears growing right there in that small container. Proper composting really gets the job done. Down here we have beans, big old beans. And this amazing apple tree is just full of apples. And as you can see, there's a nice crop of green onions. Here we have cherry tomatoes coming up. Over here we have cherry tomatoes. Apples. So you can see we got just a bumper crop of vegetables, which we managed to grow in very small containers, and it turns out they're very productive. We get a lot of fruit. We let it ripen right on the vine. Our grapevines here are just full of fruit. This is our front yard, and you can see our mandarin orange tree is loaded with fruit. This is a semi-dwarf apple, which we've grafted this with 4 different kinds of apples. And here we have large bunches of muscatel grapes. Over here we have large bunches of Thompson seedless. What we have here is a nice crop of onions.